People often think they carefully explain their actions and decisions. But in reality, the human brain is already doing this work automatically. Instead of objectively analyzing events, the mind often creates explanations that make us look right. Psychology calls this self-justification, and the idea appeared long before modern science, in ancient mythology. Most people know Prometheus, the Greek hero who stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. He acted with intention, planning ahead and accepting the consequences of his actions. But his brother Epimetheus is far less known, even though he represents something very familiar in human behavior. Epimetheus was known for acting first and explaining later. His main trait was rewriting events after they happened. He reshaped reality to present himself in a better light, adjusting the story to justify his choices. In modern terms, we could say he managed the narrative rather than the truth. This myth reflects an important psychological mechanism. The human mind often behaves like Epimetheus. It does not simply observe reality, but interprets it in a way that supports existing beliefs. Instead of searching for objective truth, the brain protects identity and self-image. Psychologist Timothy Leary described this process in simple terms. According to him, there are two main characters in the mind. One part believes something. The other part works to prove that belief correct. The first chooses a position, the second builds arguments and explanations to support it. Over time, these explanations feel like objective truth. This process explains many cognitive biases, systematic errors in thinking that influence perception and judgment. Confirmation bias, for example, makes people notice information that supports their beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. The brain filters reality rather than recording it. Leary described a simple experiment to demonstrate this mechanism. He suggested telling yourself that you will find a coin on the street today. If coins are common where you live, you can choose a specific type. When you eventually find one, try to explain the event scientifically. Your mind will quickly produce logical explanations: probability, chance, selective attention, or statistical likelihood. Then repeat the experiment the next day. This time, interpret the same event using mystical or spiritual explanations. Even if you are not religious, your brain will still generate explanations, perhaps divine help, fate, or hidden forces. The objective fact remains identical. You found a coin. But the interpretation changes depending on the framework you choose. This shows how perception and belief shape reality in the human mind. Modern psychology and cognitive science confirm that perception is not neutral. The brain constantly constructs meaning, fills gaps, and organizes experience into stories. These mental models help us function efficiently, but they also distort reality. This does not mean humans cannot understand truth. It means that understanding requires awareness of our mental filters. Critical thinking, rational analysis, and exposure to multiple perspectives help reduce self-deception. Understanding the difference between facts and interpretation is essential for personal growth and intellectual freedom. When we recognize how easily the mind justifies itself, we become more cautious about our beliefs and decisions. The myth of Epimetheus reminds us that the greatest distortions of reality often come not from external forces, but from the mind itself. To understand reality more clearly, we must question our interpretations, compare different viewpoints, and remain open to evidence, even when it challenges our preferred narrative.